how's it going everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to some more Realm of Thrones, and we are diving in with the brand new 6.2 update that brings along 4 major new siege maps, a Battle of Blackwater Bay scripted event which is super cool, new armors for 2 factions, and we also have improvements to just the overall game. I will of course leave links to it down below in the description if you guys want to check it out either on Nexus Mods or ModDB, and I'm really excited to see them continue to take these scripted battles further. Being able to join factions in the midst of these like really famous battles was absolutely awesome, and couple that with the new King's Landing, Storm's End and Wall Sieges, it is 100% worth to start a new campaign and start a new conquest of Westeros. Okay, so roughly around about day 180 the Battle of Blackwater Bay will fire and you'll get this brand new event that comes up, and Stannis will basically set siege to King's Landing, and he'll call all of his banners, which is very cool. So you get, while you're resting, you hear news that a force led by Stannis Baratheon's party has arrived outside the walls of King's Landing and is preparing to siege. He will then form up all of his banners right here, build a siege camp, and then you can either choose, so you can go over here, you can choose to pledge your loyalty to the Iron Throne and join in the defense of King's Landing. You can assault the siege camp, which would be pretty mad, or you can join Stannis. Now Stannis will lose this if you don't join in. If there is no player intervention, the battle is set up for Stannis to actually lose. Even though he outnumbers massively, he will end up losing the engagement, to kind of make it a bit more historically accurate to how it actually happened in the Song of Ice and Fire. So this is going to be the battle on the brand new custom map. So this is the Battle of Blackwater Bay. You can see the fleet, Stannis' fleet, being burned to a crisp, artillery flying off onto the ships as more and more enter, and of course Stannis is leading his assault. He has trebuchets right here bombarding the walls on his ships. He has battering rams being pushed up by my Golden Company who have joined the fray, and there's also these really awesome barricades. And this is the brand new King's Landing map as well. It is nighttime, of course, during the Battle of Blackwater Bay, so it's a little bit harder to see, but you are attacking the mud gate back here with the fleet, and you can see the forces set up here, and it's a really well designed fort as well. This part of the settlement is actually very hard to conquer, and now if you do siege King's Landing outside of the Battle of Blackwater Bay, you won't be assaulting here, you'll be assaulting the main position right about here and trying to, it's maybe over here. Yeah, I think when you attack outside of the Battle of Blackwater Bay, you attack from this direction. But because this is a special scripted battle, you do come from here. And as I said, it's a really well fortified settlement. You have this outer wall right here that is stretching and very well set up. You have this position right there, but this outer wall and the inner wall are not connected. There's no way to get to this inner wall through this position. You have to go through the main courtyard right here, and that allows the crossbows who are positioned up on this part of the wall to just rain down bolts on the attackers as they come in. And again, you have to go all the way around here to get up on this wall, and all the way over here to get up on this inner wall. So yeah, overall this is a really dope battle. As I mentioned, if Stannis does not get player intervention, he will end up losing this scripted wise, and the defense at King's Landing will hold, which is really cool. The settlement is designed even to make it a very hard battle, even if you do join it, so you're going to have to be on it and ready to throw forward everything you get to claim this, because yeah, the City Watch are not messing around. These guys are pretty decent, and as more Kingsguard and other things get dispatched to the battle, they're very good at holding their own and just pushing back the defenders as the artillery rains in and everything else. You can see some of the Stormland soldiers making their way in. Again, Stannis' force is no walk in the park though. He does call banners from across the battlefield, and he has some very elite soldiers as well to make this not so much of a sure defeat there as it may have been. Unfortunately, we do not have Tywin turning up with the Tyrell cavalry though to smash Stannis as he almost takes the city, which would have been very cool. Maybe in the future they can use like a reinforcement mod to spawn in at a certain time Tywin's cavalry or something. That would be absolutely crazy. But yeah, overall this is a super dope battle. Again, very thematic. It being a scripted battle means it's always going to happen, and of course the new King's Landing siege map looks absolutely amazing, and it's really cool as well to be able to actually take King's Landing from multiple directions. You also notice as well there's like ships moving around as well, just to kind of add extra life to the battlefield right here. So yeah, overall I think this is definitely the highlight of it, and I really hope they add more of these. They also have a similar one to this for when Mance Raider attacks the wall on day I think 280. However, there are other things that may prevent that from happening, whereas this will generally always happen. If Mance dies or the White Walkers defeat his army whilst he's besieging the wall, that won't happen. But still, it's cool. More of these the better, you know. More of these historical battles and events I think would be really, really cool. Just adds in so much extra life to the battle. Next up, we have the Siege of Storm's End. This is a brand new map. You can obviously see this beautiful new model right here. But yeah, if we jump in and we begin the siege of the settlement, we're playing as Joffrey Baratheon right now using the player switch mod, so we can take a little look-see. But yeah, this is an extremely difficult settlement to siege. Also, look how small Joffrey looks on his horse as well. That is mental. This armor is beautiful as well. But yeah, so as you can see, the Siege of Storm's End, you can kind of really start to see how Stannis managed to hold out for as long as he did. So of course has a double set of gates right here. As you push in, there is a very difficult ways to attack. So the ladders and the siege towers will be attacking on the side of the mountain, being hammered by missile fire. There are of course archers scattered across the entirety of the wall. When you breach the two walls, the two gates themselves, you then go up into this courtyard that is obviously an archer's paradise. You say you break through all of that, then you have to push further in, of course taking arrow fire from the inner wall right here as they scatter. The great thing about the inner wall as well is that they have perfect vision on the actual siege tower positions and the ladders as well. So when you're trying to get up on the ladders, you're getting smashed from the side from these archers. And the courtyard itself looks really, really beautiful. If we make our way over, you can see the stag right about here. Sorry, there we go. Yeah, there's a beautiful stag in the middle of the courtyard itself. Pushing your way in again, there's no actually archers scattered up here, but I imagine maybe if they had a few more soldiers, there would be archers scattered all across this wall as well for your final defense right here. So Storm's End is a very, very cool settlement. It looks amazing, and it's going to be a very, very difficult one to actually siege because, as I said, you also have archers here as well. So with a decent enough force, you'll be able to hold Storm's End for a long, long time, because just the amount of arrow fire, yeah, you're going to be taking a lot of casualties as you push in. But yeah, it looks really, really good. Oh my god, the trebuchet just hit something brutally. But yeah, as you can see, it looks amazing. We've done a great job with Storm's End. So not only do we have the custom sieges, Joffrey is sieging King's Landing by himself right now. Yeah, not only do we have the gate all the way over here, the Crab Gate for the Battle of Blackwater Bay, which now looks absolutely beautiful. Now there's no assault going on. We also have the main siege right here, as the other assault would be going on. And it's really, really dope. As you guys can see, we of course have like archer towers here. I think more of this stuff would be really cool. You already have like destroyed siege towers, which look really cool and add loads of flavor. Like this isn't just a one-off thing. And you can of course see the actual position itself at King's Landing. They have artillery scattered around. These scorpions, I don't think you can actually use them, the dragon ones, but they look cool nonetheless. And just the overall siege is very, very cool. The defense will be very difficult. These streets are very narrow, and it's going to be, yeah, very, very, I think, easy for the defenders to hold the line as you continue to push them back, going all the way back to the actual Red Keep itself. But yeah, it looks really cool. I love the farmland outside of the settlement and just the overall feel of it. Again, I love more of these war camps as well. I think this is so much extra flavor, and I'd love to see this times like 100. You know, make it feel like there's an actual army going on here. Make it feel like there's already been multiple attacks on the walls themselves. Stuff like this and the destroyed siege towers just adds so much extra beauty to this already beautiful map. I mean, just look at this thing. It looks absolutely incredible. Okay, so later on into the campaign, you'll get these notifications as well. The Free Folk marching south. This is the other scripted battle they added in, much like Blackwater Bay, and Mance will march on the wall. He will spawn his army in. However, I'm not 100% sure if it's actually going to work this time, because in this campaign, I was messing around with the others have like 1 million men, and they just go around killing all the armies, so they might end up doing it. So the Free Folk will attack the wall. You can see Mance's forces all do spawn, and they go and form a siege camp, and then we can join in to help them. So we can again break in, we can help the Free Folks, we can join them and get involved in this scripted battle, and I hope that the others don't come. They do attack, and again, you'll dive in. This will be a custom map for the wall itself, and you'll be looking to assault and kind of, again, help Mance out in this war against the wall to go south. So again, you'll be pushing up, you're on solid, be going in. Again, it looks really cool. You got your positions right here. I think, I don't know what these are supposed to be doing. Do they spawn you up maybe? I'm not 100% sure. But either way, you can then obviously just take part in this assault on the wall itself. I'm not 100% sure what these siege towers do. Yeah, I wasn't sure if they spawned you up. They seem a bit pointless, but either way, I guess maybe it's archer positions or whatever it is. And then you'll make your way up. You can obviously see the defenders scattered throughout there. You'll put your ladders up. And yeah, this is one of the really, really cool maps. I think this map is way more enjoyable to attack than it is to defend. So again, you'll make your way, if we push our way up here, you'll make your way up here, and then you'll basically just start climbing the wall, which is really, really cool. You can see my golden company doing it right there as well. So yeah, you'll start just climbing up. Yeah, boom, and look how cool that looks. Looks awesome, right? So yeah, you'll make your way up this entire position. It goes up, up, up it goes until you inevitably reach some tunnels, which will then push you up to even further positions right here. You'll keep on making your way up. There's archers scattered up as well, firing down on you as you continue to push your way up all the way until you make it to the actual wall itself. And you can see the Night's Watch are defending it with their lives right now. And again, I imagine this is another battle where you will be defending it with your life, and if you don't help Mance, then nothing much is going to happen. You can also see the burning trees off in the distance as well as more and more siege camps get up. But yeah, it's just a really, really cool battle. You can of course also go through the gate itself as well. So the battering ram is being pushed up to push through the gate, and if we can take a little peek through, is it going to let me know? We can't see through the gate right now. Oh, you can also see, I don't know if, is that me? Yeah, that's me right there. I must have fallen off. Yeah, if you wanted to take some giants in here, you definitely can. You can see some of the newish. Oh, we do actually have some giants in the army as well, scattered around as well. So they'll be great at breaching this. So yeah, you can see the gate starting to be smashed down now. And you can see down the path itself. There is an iron colossus right there as well, which will go down as you break through here. So the attackers will also get through this gate, and then also then get through the extra gate right there. And I think there's also another gate all the way at the other end as well. So this is not an easy path to break your way through, but it's probably the safest because you're not getting arrows rained down upon you from the rest of the wall, which again looks absolutely incredible. As you can see, the free folk still continuing to push their way up. So finally, we do also have a few new armors coming into the game. So if we come over here, we can say the brand new Skagos forces right here. They are also riding unicorns. This is like one of the mythical, they're like shrouded in mystery islands up here in the north. They're like supposed to be cannibals, and there are a whole wealth of like different interesting units up here. But yeah, the unit roster is cool. The new armors add some extra little flavor to them. They look really, really nice. And yeah, obviously riding unicorns, what more could you possibly want? Hey, if I can ride a unicorn, why can't I ride a dire wolf? Come on, Realm of Thrones. So the last thing to really show off is they've also added in a bunch of new custom civilian clothing as well, which I think is a nice little addition, giving these to lords. I imagine it's going to take a little while to give these to all the different lords, but adding in some extra like little custom armors for the civilian stuff is going to be really, really nice. It's just adding in a bit of immersion when you do go and visit these places. So I think there's about 4 or 5 of these extra armor pieces, which do look very, very cool. And yeah, they're just adding in a lot of extra beautiful detail to the mod, which is great. I think, you know, obviously they've had their basically the entire world has custom armors now for basically every single faction. There's tons of different armors for all the different house troops as well, so every campaign can really do feel unique. So I'm really excited to see them continue adding in a lot of these famous castles, which are great now that we have King's Landing, we have Storm's End, we have the Wall, and a handful of other ones scattered throughout. It'll be cool to kind of see more and more of these being plopped down, and also just some more generic ones for just like a Crownland Castle and a Riverland Castle, and just having that for all of them I think will go a long way. But yeah, obviously these scenes take a long time to do, and these scripted battles are absolutely awesome, giving you the ability to kind of change the course of the War of the Five Kings. I think it's dope, and just taking part in these scripted events adds so much more immersion, so much more urgency to the player, which is amazing. So yeah, I'm really impressed with this update. I'm going to be starting a new Let's Play this Tuesday on stream. It's going to be a stream-only campaign every Tuesday, Thursday, but we're going to have a lot of fun with it. So tune in, make sure you subscribe if you're not already so you don't miss it, and yeah, make sure you let me know what you guys thought of the new update down below in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one.